Why, hello there! Welcome back. You want some more game reviews, eh? Want some more classic game reviews? Games on the PlayStation, PlayStation 2, PlayStation 3, PlayStation 4 and stuff? Well, you come to the right place. This is TTBurger Game Reviews, episode 154, and I'm your host, Tony. And today we have another rare gem here, which for the Halloween theme, because Halloween is still upon us here, so it's time for some more Halloween horror themed games here on TTBurger 88. And today we have a rare gem here, at least for the PlayStation, and this is a JRPG we're looking at that today. Now, those of you who've seen my past videos know that I am a fan of JRPGs, mainly games like the Parasite Eve franchise, Final Fantasy, Brave Fencer Musashi, Vagrant Story, Chrono Cross, and more and more and more. For modern day JRPGs, I like the hypermentioned Neptunia franchise, the Atelier franchise, Mugen Souls, and the Death and Request franchises and stuff too. And I never really talked about any games made by the company SNK. Now, SNK was definitely one of those companies that made fighting games, JRPGs, and more and stuff. And today we have a winner here for you all. Now, how would you like to play a JRPG where you go back to the year 1898 in rural London, England, stuff like that, with like a haunted castle and spirits and ghosts and stuff? Well, that's what we got for you all today. Now, before I get started here, today is October 21st, 2020, which is my birthday, and as of this recording, I am 32 years old, so happy birthday to me. And those of you who have birthdays today on October 21st, happy birthday to you all as well. And today, we're going to be looking at a JRPG by the company SNK, and we got it right here, and this is a big winner for us all. This is the game Koudelka by SNK, was exclusively to the PlayStation in the year 2000. Now, Koudelka was an interesting game here because those of you who probably heard of the character Koudelka played the Shadowheart franchise, which was a spin-off to this game. Now, I've never really played the Shadowheart franchise, and nor do I care to, because I'm fine with the game Koudelka, and Koudelka is fine with me, and that's all I need to get into the franchise, because the game is kick-ass, it's a fun, long RPG, and it's definitely worth owning for your collection if you like JRPGs, horror games, regular role-playing games, and more. And that's what we got here for Koudelka. Now, let's get started here. The story of Koudelka takes place in the year 1898 near Aberystwyth, Wales, in UK, Romani, where Koudelka Iasant, voiced by Viviana Baderman, is drawn to Nembleton, a medieval monastery which was converted into a mansion infested with monsters. Koudelka breaks into the mansion, and she loses her magic pendant in the process by saving an adventurer, Edward Plunkett, who's voiced by Michael Bradbury. She saves him from a monster to attack, and offers to take care of him and stuff. So they go to the mansion caretakers, Ogden and Bessie Hartman, who poison their food, and Koudelka detects the poison and doesn't eat the food, and Edward does. He's poisoned, and she cures him, and stuff. And they're trying to figure out what is causing the deaths of these these people that they find, and what's turning everyone into monsters. Koudelka believes it's the Hartmans who are responsible for poisoning the food and stuff, but I can't tell you anymore because I'll spoil the story, and I don't want to do that. And the story is really good. It's told through pre-rendered cutscenes and in-game cutscenes, and they're fully voiced and stuff. This is one of the few JRPGs, a big JRPG, which actually has full voice acting and stuff. Like Brave Fencer Musashi and stuff too was full voice acting as well. This game is definitely one of the most voice acted JRPGs on the PlayStation, in my opinion, definitely. The story is really good, it's really deep. It makes you wonder who's causing the deaths of the people and turn them into and all the monsters and stuff too. So that's basically what it is. They're trying to find out what's causing it. Could it be the Hartmans? Who knows? I can't tell you. Could it be something else? I can't tell you either. So we'll just continue there. Along the way, in the story, They also meet a bishop named James Flaherty, voiced by Scott Larson, who they meet along the way who wasn't poisoned and stuff, and he feels fine. So something odd is going on there, and that they gotta find out. But that's the story. Let's continue. For the game's presentation, this game really takes advantage of the PlayStation's hardware. This game has some really good graphics for its time, some of the best graphics on the PlayStation, let alone it still really holds up well to this day. The character models look really great, they animate really well, and the frame rate is very smooth, and like the backgrounds are awesome too, and even the enemy models, while some come off as a little generic at times, the enemy models look great and animate really well as well. And that's what you get there. And the CG cutscenes, periodic cutscenes we call them, are some of the best looking cutscenes ever in a video game, and let alone PlayStation game to be exact. And they look really great. And even though the lip syncing and singing is not that great, it's understandable because like this was the PlayStation stuff. It wasn't gonna have like fluid mouth movement and stuff. So there. So graphics definitely get the job done. For sound is also really good. This game has some really good voice acting, some of the best voice acting I've ever heard in a video game. Like Koudelka is my favorite voice. Is my favorite voice. Is that she sounds the best. And Edward and James also sound good too, and some of the bad guys sound good too. But Koudelka steals the show. Her voice actress is the best. And if it weren't for her, we wouldn't have Koudelka be successful and stuff. I mean, Koudelka's character, she has good character personality. She's not there to play games. She's not a whiny little girl who runs in the corner. She can come off as kind of a bitch at times, but she's a tough as nails person, and she's not there to play games. She just wants to get out of there and wants to find out what's going on. And that's basically what it is there. Music is really good. Basically, the only music I can talk about is like the music that you hear in the battle and stuff like that, because like there's not really much voice acting in like during the regular gameplay when you're navigating from point A to point B and stuff. But still, like the music is really good. It fits that 1898 Londonish English Wales feel to it and stuff, and that's what it does there. I mean, I know I said London in the beginning. I messed up. I meant to say Wales. Like it's got that UK feel to it. And it's definitely top notch and stuff. The game it's definitely top notch there. Definitely some great tunes overall, and definitely great music and some of the best voice acting ever in a PlayStation game. Definitely for its time. But now let's get into the gameplay. And what's there to say about the game? It's great. I mean, I like this game. A lot of people didn't really like this game because it was clunky and slow and stuff like that. Obviously, a lot of people have not played JRPGs because the game feels fine and stuff like that. It's got a couple problems I have with it and stuff, but still, like it's nothing clunky or stiff about it. It's fun, and the game is pretty much like a JRPG and stuff like that. You go around the rooms looking for items, kind of like Resident Evil, and the game has it's kind of like Resident Evil plus Paris that you've combined there, and I think it actually does a great job there with it. You basically spend time trying to solve puzzles, looking for items to advance, trying to find where to go, as if you're stuck in this haunted castle mansion, stuff like that, trying to find where to go. And it's fun, definitely, because like especially when you fight the enemies, you have some cool ass enemies to fight, like these killer spiders, a mummy, and these haunted knights with armor and stuff, and this like greenhouse boss, which like a plant boss and stuff, and he's tough too, and just like a lot of cool bosses and stuff, like a lot of cool bosses, a lot of cool enemies, and creation went into the enemy stuff too. And this is a long game. It's on 4 discs. Like this game is on 4 discs, and it's long. It's got a lot of content in it. There's like a lot of content in it, and it's like it's very, very huge. Like it's a huge. This is a huge game. Like it's like it takes hours stuff. You'll probably be like spend at least 15-20 hours so beating the game and stuff, and going back to it and playing again too and stuff. Dude, definitely is what it is. And for your weapons there, you have like pistols, hammers, knives, and like axes and more, and whatever weapon you choose, use that weapon. It's awesome. And like for health items, that we got like dry food, potions, and like Yeah, and more and stuff too. And you got magic too, where you can like use a flare or tornado and stuff like that, or so. Just a lot of cool things there and stuff. Just like many JRPGs, you level up every time you fight an enemy or so, and there you go. And of course, like in the navigation mode, which is kind of like Resident Evil, you're gonna spend time trying to find keys and items and like in order to advance through and stuff. But now I gotta get through the negatives here and stuff, and I got some negatives here. First off, some of the weapons you get in the game can break really easily, and other times certain weapons won't do any damage at all and stuff. Which I know there's a lot of JRPGs there, but you can't switch your weapons during game, but during battling an opponent like that. You gotta like switch it before that. Now I know it sounds like a nitpick, but I could have sworn I played other JRPGs in the past where you can switch your weapons like that. That's why I'm complaining there and stuff. And also when it comes to the graphics here, like I know I said the graphics were great, but sometimes the lighting can be really dark. I know it has that haunted mansion castle feel to it, but sometimes the levels can be really dark and stuff. So yeah, that can be a problem if you're trying to find a door and stuff. And also, trying to find a door is kind of hard because of the lighting stuff, and you can pretty much think you're opening a door, but you just like button against the wall and stuff. So that's what it is there. But aside from that though, those are just some very small nitpicks that I have about the game, and I definitely recommend you all trying this game out because Koudelka is awesome. I can't say anything about Shadow Hearts because I don't own them, so because I just wanted Koudelka and I'm fine with Koudelka as it is, because like I didn't really have interest in Shadow Hearts when it came out, so I knew it was a spin-off to Koudelka and I didn't want it, so I'm fine with Koudelka as it is and stuff. But I should warn you all though, this game is pricey and stuff. You'll be spending quite a bit of money, probably about $80–90 or so on Amazon or so, maybe even more. But I'm just saying there, like, if you want to buy it, but just be warned, you'll be spending a lot of money on it, that's what I'm trying to say there. So, my final thoughts here are, pick up Koudelka. It's an awesome horror Japanese role-playing game, and one of the best games on the PlayStation alone and stuff, definitely. If you can find this game, it's definitely worth owning in your collection. Due to the small points I have in this game, I'm not going to be taking off that many points here. It's still going to get a high score of a 9 out of 10 because that's the best score I can give Koudelka. And like I said, if you can find this game, pick it up. It's awesome. And that's pretty much all I got to say here for episode 154. What will come up in episode 155? Well, you'll have to find out. I'm not going to tell you. I can't spoil what I have planned yet. All I can tell you is it's more horror Halloween themed games, so find out what I review next. That's all I gotta say here. If you like what you see here, subscribe, like the video, comment down below. Join my Discord group, TTBurger Gamers United, because always looking for more people to join. The link is in the description below. It's a permanent net link, so click on it. It won't go out after 24 hours, so click the link if you want to join my Discord group, because I'm always looking for more people to join. Which all I gotta say, this is Tony, peace and out, have a great day, and see you all in episode 155.